everyone, Renee here. I've got some new Korean beauty favorites for spring and summer, which also happen to be great value and really affordably priced. All my picks, as usual, past favorites and present, can be found at Styelvana, who's sponsored this video. They've got such a wide range of Asian beauty. I'm always discovering new things, and they always have the best deals. Of course, on top of those deals, I've got extra savings for you. Details are in the description box, so you can get the best value for great skin and hair health. Sunscreen-wise, there are so many good ones, most of which are really, really similar. I mean, you can't really go wrong. You can close your eyes, point, and you'll end up with a sunscreen that is similar to a lot of the other really good sunscreens. There is one that particularly stood out to me though, this one from Purito, their Daily Touch sunscreen. This is a reformulation and distinctive upgrade from their previous Daily Soft Touch sunscreen. What stood out to me is I rarely come across a Korean sunscreen that is specifically for long-term outdoor exposure. Usually that kind of technology is with the Japanese and European sunscreens, specifically made to be resistant in every single way you need. So this is one of the first Korean sunscreens that has that water resistance, sweat resistance, friction resistance, seawater, sand, but also this supposedly has like a 10-hour wear. And recently I've been in many situations where I've had to spend long hours outdoors with a lot of sun exposure. And this is what I've been using. This has all that resistance without compromising on that beautiful Korean sunscreen elegance that I love so much. That, you know, beautiful silky texture, really hydrating and moisturizing as well. It was actually great because I was in a dry, sunny climate, so this actually made my skin look really good despite that. In a hot, humid climate, as we move towards summer, this makes for a perfect light moisturizer. This has 5 different ceramides in it. It's got vitamin B5, it's got Centella asiatica, it's very calming. This formula features a powder, which is a natural water and sweat repellent. This has also been clinically tested for its protection levels even after hours of outdoor high-level activity and movements. And the finish is just very natural and quite flattering as well. It's not like, even though there's powder in it, I don't feel like there's a very matte powdery finish or that very drying quality to it. It's just very natural. Another standout for me, which was kind of unexpected because even though I do use sunscreen sticks often, I don't love them. They're handy, and especially during the summer, I always have one with me for reapplication purposes and sometimes for, you know, emergencies. But this one from Haruharu Wonder, their Black Bamboo Daily Soothing Sun Shield, I absolutely love. It is so effortlessly glidey when I use this. There is no tugging. A lot of times with these more waxy looking sticks, you know, it takes a few tugs to kind of get it going. And even then, it just feels like dry. And this feels almost, as I'm gliding it, almost moist. It's also cooling as you apply it. And I love that cooling sensation, especially for spring and summer, the hotter, warmer months. And the other thing is it is legitimately weightless. I mean, I can go over the same spot over and over again, and it just kind of, it's just not there. It also seems to have a really, really nice blurring effect. Everything kind of just gets smoothed out. So this I've been using constantly for reapplication, and it's been perfect. I'm From has done a mashup of my 2 favorite things, and it's glorious. They've made their Rice Glow peel-off mask. Peel-off masks has become one of my favorite skincare things since last year. This one, though, I will have to say dethroned my previous favorite, which is Medicube's Overnight Wrapping Mask. This one is also a little lower in price, and for me, I get more uses out of it as well. As usual, you apply this as a last step of skincare at night, so over your moisturizer. The texture of this one is kind of what makes all the difference. It's a thick, creamy mochi paste. And the texture makes the application process a little better, and I feel like you end up using less because you apply it much like you're applying a moisturizer. It's kind of what it feels like. With the runnier masks, I definitely feel like I have less control over the application, and I end up using more just to make sure I've got everything covered. And I love how it transforms from that creamy mochi into just a transparent, like glass film. It makes my skin feels so cool and calm, which is also great for the hotter months coming up. As it's drying, you can definitely feel everything tightening and firming, which is not a bad feeling. I also always marvel at how well this adheres to the skin, and I sleep on my face, and the film is not disrupted. Everything stays intact. When I remove this, my skin is glowing, and the moisturizer underneath still feels fresh. And usually by next morning, I can't feel the moisturizer on my skin anymore. But with this, it's like I just freshly applied it, and my skin is so glowy and so juicy and plump, and that glassiness kind of just remains all day. This contains a complex of 2 rice proteins that are really effective at just holding and keeping moisture in your skin in a way that plumps everything and fills everything out. I want to mention another but more traditional peel-off mask, like the first ones that existed in the 80s from MIGUHARA, the Rose Collagen Wrapping Peel-Off Mask. You apply it on freshly clean skin, and after about half an hour, when everything is dried down, you peel it off. It's like you're revealing new skin. This has more of an immediate effect. It just makes your skin surface looks so refined. Everything looks brighter, cleaner. It's as though all the impurities and dullness has been pulled off with the mask. I think those with oily skin would really love that feeling. This has a milky cream, almost gluey texture, which again, when it dries down, just turns into this glassy film on the skin. The mask itself also feels just so luxury to me for a very non-luxury price. This has rose damascena in it, and you can really smell that natural, beautiful rose scent. This has a complex of 10 berries, so it's concentrated in antioxidants and also vegan collagen. This is a great quick skin pick-me-up. In the beginning of the year, I was talking about how APLB is a brand I was really interested in exploring. I find their formula so pleasant to use, and they're such good value. In fact, you know, they kind of remind me of The Ordinary but K-beautyified. So the different lines are based on ingredient pairings, like dynamic duo ingredients that work better together. From their collagen and EGF line, that's a pairing that is music to my ears. This line has my current favorite mist, the Collagen EGF Peptide Mist Essence. This mist is really kind of perfect. I can't stop using it, won't stop using it. This is great for all skin types, including sensitive and inflamed skin. I used this through the very challenging period I had with my skin when I was going through a reaction. This also contains 27% cica, and it has beta-glucan, and it's just so great going into the warmer summer months as well, especially when it's so easy for our skin to get overheated and inflamed. The mist itself, the essence, is really substantial. It's got enough heft to it that when I use it, immediately just makes my skin look better, more plumped out, hydrated, glowy, yet it's not so heavy like some of the very heavy glycerin-y type of mists. This just revives the entire complexion, and it's lasting as well. It will add a nice hydrated shield of glow. Great for summer. Propolis, another ingredient I'm a patsy for. I love a propolis glow, so of course I couldn't resist. Their Bakuchiol Propolis Ampoule Serum. I think this is an interesting and really great pairing. Bakuchiol has all the well-aging benefits to it, and the propolis with the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and healing properties. It's just a great combination. This also has ginseng root, you know I love that, and centella. It is a great overall well-aging, supplemental, hydrating serum. Some of you may remember one of my old school favorite first cleansers from the Face Shop, their Rice Water Bright Oil Cleanser. I think that is when I really fell in love with rice bran oil, especially in a first cleanser. I mean, I just love rice as a skincare ingredient anyway, but so much so in their cleansers. This is my new favorite, Haruharu Wonders Black Rice Moisture Deep Cleansing Oil. Goes without saying, this meets all my basic requirements for an oil cleanser. Has to effortlessly remove all my stubborn eye makeup, also emulsify and rinse off completely clean. I absolutely love the texture of this, which is bouncy, and it's not oily or greasy, which is, I think, characteristic of the rice bran oil. It's rather light. This has to be the most comforting oil cleansing experience I've had in a long time. I don't say that lightly. It really feels luxurious to apply. It's that bouncy texture which makes the whole massaging process and cleansing process feel really nice and comforting. This formula is only 9 ingredients and is 95% natural plant oils. This also cleanses really deeply. It has an impact on removing blackheads as well. It's strong enough as a first cleanser to keep my skin decongested through the warmer months, but without stripping it at all. So these cleansers, which at first were just irresistible eye candy for me, but also really appealed to my whole love for rice-based cleansers. From Arencia, they're rice mochi cleansers. I have the fresh rosehip and the royal blue hyssop, and I've thoroughly enjoyed using them as a second cleanser. This rosehip formula is for sensitive skin, and it's got some gentle exfoliation, great for summer congestion and buildup. I just love rosehip. I think it's got great well-aging properties. These cleansers are meant to be first and second cleansers in one. That may work for some people. That doesn't work as well for me. They're not really able to replace my oil-based cleanser, especially where removing stubborn makeup is concerned. Like, it doesn't do the best job of removing the makeup around my eyes. And I just think my oil-based cleanser is just way too important of a step. This is a great second cleanser though, and can be used as a mask. And I really feel like it does something to brighten the complexion and just really deeply, deeply cleanse. Without, of course, stripping the skin. I mean, that just goes without saying. They've been clinically proven to be effective with blackheads as well, and also removing fine dust powder from the pores, especially if you utilize it as a cleanser and a clay mask. So what I would do sometimes is spot treat, put the cleanser on certain areas where I have more pores, and then after a few minutes, add some water and just use it as a cleanser. It's kind of cool how the mochi cleanser was made using rice powder kneaded over 7,000 times, and then it goes through like a 72-hour fermentation process, so all the ingredients can just blend together. I definitely feel that like rice cleanser after effect, where skin just looks brighter and it just feels so smooth. These contain like over 30 naturally sourced plant ingredients, and about 20 of which are just really great for brightening the skin tone. I feel like I've been experiencing a wave of some really great moisturizers lately, especially as I spent a big part of the year so far trying to get over and recover from a really bad skin reaction, during which I pretty much eliminated everything in my skincare routine except for moisturizer, which was indispensable. In previous videos, I've mentioned a few staples: Astura, Iliune, Haruharu Wonder. I want to add as a spring favorite from Purito, their Dermide Relief Barrier Moisturizer with ceramides. This was love at first application. I've been using this nonstop and will continue to through the summer. I kind of feel like it's that perfect texture. This is meant to be for dry and sensitive skin types, although I feel like this is good for all skin types. This actually has a light, creamy texture, and it feels instantly like soothing and even hydrating when you apply it. And it is kind of deceptively moisturizing without being heavy at all. It does sink and dry down, but it leaves your skin feeling really beautifully moisturized and leaves a natural finish. It gives you everything your skin barrier needs. It's got the holy trifecta for skin barriers, fatty acids, cholesterols, and 5 different types of ceramides. There's just so much elegance to it, and it's great under makeup. This isn't so heavy that I'm actually even able to use it around my eyes when I'm just too lazy to use a separate eye cream. I've been loving Medicube's new pdrn booster gel. I actually got this just to go with their new HR high focus shot, which I'm still in the process of trying out. I'm not ready to review it yet. With devices, I like to give it a good, proper amount of time before an opinion can be formed. The reason why it interests me is because this is kind of an at-home ultherapy device. You may already be familiar with the treatment, which uses microfocused ultrasound to tighten sagging skin. So this isn't for you youngins. It's a super intense treatment that works really well for tightening up the jawline and around the sagging neck area, and should be a more intense treatment than microcurrent. So I personally have never tried ultherapy, but I am trying this and hoping for the best, because I'm at the point where a gua sha could only do so much. And I also love the fact that this isn't one of those devices you have to use 5 times a week to work. You can use this once or twice a week. All this to say, I really love this new booster gel. This is so elegant, it's so refreshing, it's not sticky at all, has a beautiful glide, and it does absorb and dry down. And look how much you get. I mean, it is so reasonably priced. It's the same as the collagen booster gel. I mean, you can apply this so liberally, especially when you're using it with devices. And by the way, it is great with the HR Booster Pro. This is definitely preferable to me than the collagen jelly cream, which I've always said is more like a mask. It's difficult to remove, and I do love the glide when using this. And by the way, if you do have a Booster Pro, I highly recommend getting one of these caps. I mean, I kind of wish these devices just came with the caps, because at least to me, I feel they're very much needed. But I'm also a bit of a hypochondriac. I kind of like everything to be covered. I do not just use it with devices. It actually is a great hydrator to use under moisturizer. For those with oily skin, I feel like this is a great moisturizer. It works well under makeup, but for me, I mean, this does tend to absorb really well. So this is more similar in texture to the collagen booster gel, except this also also has the addition of 7 peptides and the pdrn. I mentioned in my last video that outside of the in-clinic Rejuven treatment, which uses cpdrn, which they patented, which has been proven to improve skin condition and be close to our own human DNA, I really can't vouch for the same effectiveness of these, sort of topical formulas using pdrn, a lot of which are plant-derived. At least with medicube, they do use salmon sperm. That is a sentence I never thought I would say. I love this hair essence from Anillo, their black tea nourishing hair essence. Anillo is a beautiful hair care brand that just looks so luxury, but does not have luxury prices. I mean, this just looks like perfume. So this is a hair essence. The formula is really namely about 8 different plant-based hair nourishing oils alongside double fermented black tea probiotics. I mean, it's really, really beautiful. It's lightweight. I've read in some places that it's silicone-free. It is not. It's got a little bit of it. And I just happen to have the kind of hair that really does benefit from a little bit of silicone. I mean, it really does a lot to just smooth things out. My hair is coarse and frizzy, so it makes all the difference in the world, which is why the Kerastase Oribe works for me. But I think this feels less silicone-y, but just enough to make a little bit of a subtle difference. I feel like this really nourishes my hair. I only apply this on my ends, and I apply this every day, so I can nourish my hair every day, and it doesn't build up or weigh my hair down at all. I feel the formula, though, is just as elegant as the way it looks. The black tea almost has a bit of an earthy cologne scent to it. I love it so much, and it's not overpowering or cloying either. It's just very comforting, grounding, and, elegant. As a scalp and hair treatment, I've been so impressed by somebymi's Cica Peptide Anti-Hair Loss Derma Scalp Treatment. This really took me by surprise. I actually use it in place of conditioner. This is a tiny little bottle, but a little goes a long way. You really do not need a lot. It spreads like silk. After shampooing, I apply a little bit of this to my hair first and just massage it into my scalp as well. And just leave it there for like a minute or 2 while I do everything else. I love how it makes my scalp feel, which is all nice and cool with circulation going. But more than that, I just love how it makes my hair feel. It's almost that instant smoothing, even just after 1 or 2 minutes. When I'm washing this out, my hair feels transformed. It quickly detangles. It says this doesn't contain any silicones. It's very, very nourishing. It's got 12 different peptides in it. It's calming, nourishing, and I love that it can actually condition my hair so beautifully and at the same time leave 0 residue on the scalp. Like, it is not heavy or leaves anything on the scalp at all. It won't clog any of your little hair follicles. It's a little magical. A treatment that I recently revisited. I mean, this is an icon, and I'm racking my head around the fact that I don't think I've spoken about it on this channel before. It's an old favorite, Shiseido's Pheno Premium Touch Hair Mask. This is the ultimate value for money hair formula, the most sophisticated formula at the most affordable price. This has Shiseido's luxury technology and even skincare ingredients in the mask. And in my experience, the Japanese hair masks are just next level performance-wise. Like, really nothing has come even close. I mean, True More Art of Hair, forget about it. Still some of my favorite hair masks, but also like the Shiseido Sublimic Transformative. And the reason why I actually came back to this one, I picked it up because after growing out all my highlights, I folded, I got more, and I found my hair feeling like a bit of a bird's nest. It's been exacerbated a lot by sun exposure, swimming, but also different types of water as I've been traveling. So going into the summer, I think this is a great thing to have on hand. This mask has a very unique texture. It's very balmy. So it kind of feels oily, greasy, heavy, but it really does something to the hair. I mean, all of that washes out, but just leaves the hair looking so beautiful and soft. I use this once every few hair washes, and I use it in lieu of conditioner. If your hair is very fine, that might be a little bit of a scary texture. I'm not sure how well that fares for you. But if you have frizzy, coarse, color treated or just treated hair, it's fantastic. So thank you so much for watching. I know I've really enjoyed doing this video. I love sharing skincare standouts. Remember to take advantage of the extra savings in the description box. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'm wishing you great skin health. Bye.